Hey, hope everyone's good. So today I'm going to show you how I'm going to make this mosaic Damascus Sanmai bowie knife, 15N20 1095. Get them stacked up. I'm also going to just show you briefly how I do a forge weld without any borax. So forge needs to be hot at first and get your steel in, and then you just want to get it to a nice real cherry red, not too hot, and then just give it literally one push in the press or on the anvil, just to push the layers together, stop oxygen getting in. Get it much hotter now and give it one more press, and then just give it get it really hot, screaming hot, and give it one more press, and then you're ready to do the forge welding. You don't need borax with this method, and you can then, on the fourth heat, you can aggressively then forge weld this steel together and start moving it. Forge it out into a bar like so. I just killed a 36 and I'm there now. I'm going to cut this up. Yeah, I use 4 heats to twist this Damascus, so where the bar starts cooling it stops twisting, so you then put it back in the forge, heat the end up that you want to twist more, and carry on twisting. Okay, so after twisting that up, I'm just going to reforge it square now. And I've just made up a Sanmai billet here, 3 layers, 15N20 and 1095. I'm just going to forge this together and draw the billet out a little bit thicker, then I can weld the twisted bar to this Sanmai. Well, the top piece is the twisted bar, the bottom piece is the Sanmai, and I've cut the twisted bar on a diagonal, and I'm going to weld it so that the ends of the bar come to the surface. So there's a couple of strips there that I'm going to tack on to the pieces. I'm welded up with my stainless sheet on the outside. I didn't bother completely closing the billet up. I am going to borax this. So okay guys, here we are. I've missed a little bit of footage, sorry about that, but basically forge welded that Damascus onto the top of the Sanmai piece. Then I heat treated it. There's nothing really much to see. I'm going to start grinding the bevels in here now and just grind the clip in, have a look at it. There's still a little bit of a warp in it, which it needs one more temper cycle, but I'm just going to grind a bit of the weight off it. It will probably temper and get that warp out easier if I do that. I've got the knife sanded, I've got the knife completely finished. I'm going to need to make the guard now. It's going to be a big block of steel with quite a complicated all profiles moving around. What I've got is some steel round bar, so I'm just going to forge this square now because I need this square in order to work on the different sides. It all has to end up square, even though the shapes are all moving around. So I'm going to forge this down to square now, and I'm going to make the guard. I think I'll just come back when I've made the guard, guys, because it's maybe going to take me 2 days to make this guard. I just don't quite know yet. I may even mess it up, so see ya with the guard. I was hoping I had some blackwood for the handle for this knife. I haven't got a piece that's just quite wide enough. I'm going to use this beautiful piece of elm burl for the handle instead. Right, so I'm going to get this profile cut out on here. I'm going to get the slang. I'm going to get the tang fitted, fitted up to the guard, and I'm just going to crack on, guys. you know, finish sanding the guard. The guard's going to be sanded to a mirror polish. I'm going to fit the little piece of Damascus up to it. I've got a nice little piece of mosaic for there. And then I've got to really go to town on this burl. Filling, sanding, filling, sanding, filling, sanding, oiling. It's probably going to take me 3 or 4 days, all this work. There's no point me trying to film it all. So what I will do is when I've got this done, in a few days time, I'll come back and I'll show you the finished knife. Okay? Got my gloves on because this thing is not a dust magnet. If you ever wanted to know what a dust magnet was, it's this knife. There you go. Right, sheath. I just made a very simple leather sheath for it, with a belt loop on the back there. Stacked sides, so it holds it really nice. Here's the blade. The elm, little piece of Damascus in there. A little strip of brass. The blued steel bolster. And that pattern welded blade. So we've got the mosaic. The laminate with nickel. It has come out quite nice. Well, it's come out really nice. I do like it. It's not what I originally intended though. So this was always kind of a learning curve, this build, to get to where I want to be with this sort of knife. I'll put in some nicer shots at the end in case the camera's not picking up this Damascus properly. I'll just jump in here and say the intention is hopefully to raffle this knife off, and that will be on the UK Knife Makers Guild on Instagram. If we get enough interest and the raffle goes ahead, then part of the proceeds of this will go to the Air Ambulance charity in the UK, and the link to the Instagram is below. Thank you to all my patrons. See you quite soon, guys. Bye for now.